Hi everyone, welcome to your yoga flow for sciatica. Today we are going to work through yoga asanas to relieve your lower body from your lower back all the way down to your feet. So all you need for this class is just your mat. Hop into something comfy and let's do it. All right everyone, let's start today in a seated position in the center of the mat. Let's bring the soles of our feet together. The closer the feet are to the body, the more intense the stretch. So start with the feet further away and slowly bring them closer to you until you feel a sensation in the inner thighs or lower back. Take an inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, if you can, fold the upper body forward, resting the forearms on the shins. Slow breathing has numerous benefits for our overall health. By consciously slowing down our breathing, our body and mind begin to relax, decreasing tension and pain. Alright, let's release and let's extend the left leg out. Right leg crosses over. If you can, stacking one knee over the other and make sure to not lose the length in the spine. You can stay right here in an upright position, or you can take a big inhale and as you exhale, fold forward, placing the hands underneath the extended leg. Take long breaths in and out. From here we're going to lower into a supine position, so scooping ourselves a little forward, keeping the right leg over the left. Let's lift that leg at 90 degrees, coming into a reverse pigeon. If you feel pain, just lower that right leg back on the mat. If you practice these exercises often, you'll soon find a nice relief in the lower back and glutes. Coming back into a seated position, let's take our half shoelace on the other side. This time we're going to extend the right leg out, left leg crosses over, stacking the knees. However, if your knee stays up, just gently press it down and over time it will begin to release by itself. Remember, you can stay right here, sitting up. Otherwise, take an inhale, lift the spine, exhale, fold forward, bringing your hands underneath the right knee. Remember to not round through the upper back, so what we're trying to achieve is to bring your belly to rest over your thigh. Very nice, guys. Taking our reverse pigeon on the other side. You can always keep the foot on the mat, but if you think you can, go a little bit further into the deeper stretch. Let's lift that leg up, keeping the knee at 90 degrees. By tending to our bodies, we embrace the power to alleviate pain, restore vitality, and enhance our overall quality of life. Physical healing allows us to regain strength, agility, and flexibility, allowing us to engage more fully in the activities we enjoy. And with this said, let's take our spinal twist. Remember to breathe, so big inhale, and on your exhale, begin to twist over to your right, allowing that bent leg to rest on the other side, holding it with the opposite hand. Stretch the left arm out, and you can roll your head over to the left, making sure that both shoulders remain on the mat. Slowly untwist the body, coming back to center, and let's take it on the other side. So just switch legs, and on your exhalation begin to twist over to the left side and allow yourself to sense the relief from discomfort and the release from tension. And when we take care of our bodies, we become role models and sources of inspiration for others, encouraging them to embark on their own healing journeys. We're going to do a little exercise here. So coming back to center, let's place both feet on the mat. We're going to inhale, extend the leg out, pointing the toes. Exhale, lift and bring the knee to the chest and push that leg away. So we're effectively pedaling the leg. We're going to do 5 repetitions on each leg. And if you feel any pain, just reduce the range of motion or don't stretch the leg out long, but just keeping a slight bend in that knee. And now let's reverse the circles. This is going to relieve pain in the lower back or in the glutes, while at the same time strengthening that area. Last one. Good. And now let's switch legs. So extend the right leg out long and let's start pedaling that leg. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift and bend. It's so important to always match the breath to the movement. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift and bend. Great job, guys. Now let's reverse it. Wonderful. From here we have both feet on the mat and we're going to begin to lift the glutes off the mat and hold just for a few seconds, making sure there is a straight line from your hip bones right to your knees. And now gently begin to sway your hips from side to side. Very nice. Now slowly lower. Let's just take a moment to reset here. Come back to our breath. And then when you're ready, we're going to transition to a standing position, so mindfully roll over onto your side and meet me in a standing position at the front of the mat. Taking your time here, there is no rush. Bringing your feet hip distance apart, let's take a moment to just tune in with ourselves, fingers pointing towards the mat. Keeping your tailbone tucked in, draw your navel towards the spine and just make an intention here for today's practice. Big breath in, reach up, stretching that body. Exhale, fold forward, bending the knees. Inhale, halfway lengthen. Exhale, lower. Inhale, big reach up to the sky, palms together. Exhale, lower, keeping the knees bent, and see if you can actually reach down with the fingertips, and if your body allows it, extend the legs. Inhale, come halfway. Exhale, fold. Last time, big reach up, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, bring your hands to heart. Opening the feet wider than the hips, so bringing them to the very edge of the mat, slowly lowering down. So for the purpose of this class, we're going to stick the glutes backwards and slowly lower as far as you can into Malasana. If you find this pose a little challenging, you can sit on a thick cushion, on a yoga block, or even on the edge of a chair, and then bring gentle movement. This pose goes very deep into the lumbar spine, gifting you with great pain relief. It's one of the best poses for sciatica or lower back pain. Just make sure that the knees are wider than the hips and that the feet are well grounded. Now bringing the feet back together, we're going to slowly roll ourselves up. Palms together, big inhale, exhale, twist right elbow to left knee, taking big breaths in and out. This pose might be a little bit challenging on your balance, so just make sure you're keeping your gaze down and looking at a fixed point. Coming back to neutral, we're going to take a big step back with the right leg, knee to the mat, right palm on the mat, twisting further into a twisted low lunge. Wonderful, coming back to center. Let's heel toe the front foot to the very edge of the mat, coming into a lizard pose. And opening that knee out, just staying here for a few breaths. So option 1 is to stay on the hands, just like me. Option 2 is to come onto the elbows. Staying on the hands will actually give you more space, reducing the intensity of the stretch. So take whichever option you prefer for today. Wonderful, friends. We're going to transition into a half pigeon. So begin by heel toeing the front foot to the other side of the mat. Ideally, the front leg should be at 90 degrees. But don't worry about where your leg actually is, as long as you feel a deep sensation in the left glute area. And begin to find acceptance of the present moment. If you wish to feel an even deeper stretch, you can come down onto your elbows. You can also place props underneath the glutes just to reduce the intensity of the stretch, like cushions or pillows underneath your left glute. And now let's come out by bringing both legs together and lower down onto our bellies. So shoulders relaxed and away from the ears. We're going to open the lower back, which helps to let go of tension in that area. So you can just stay in a sphinx like me, or again, if you want a deeper stretch, you can open the arms wide, pressing the fingers into the ground and lift the chest off the mat. Sciatica is often caused by glute or lower back tension, irritating the sciatic nerve. So by practicing poses which can open the lower back, we're releasing built-up stress in that area. Beautiful. Let's release into a child pose. This should feel so good on your lower back right now. All right, we're going to repeat this entire sequence on the other side. So gently come into a standing position at the very top of the mat. Opening the feet wider than the hips, feet on the very edges of the mat, and let's lower down into Malasana one last time. Shoulders are relaxed and away from the ears. The spine is long. And find your space in this pose. And you can also sway your hips from side to side, and remember your options of using props or a low chair to sit on. To come out, we're going to bring the feet back together, keeping the knees bent. Arms at heart center. Inhale and exhale, twist left elbow to the right knee and become mindful of your breathing. Deep breathing allows body and mind to relax, increases oxygen intake, improving our focus and overall well-being. So make sure to breathe really deeply here. And then return back to center, hands on the mat. Inhale, left leg steps back, lower the knee, left palm on the mat, and exhale, twisted low lunge. A lot of things are happening while in this pose. We're stretching and twisting our body while at the same time balancing. So if you feel a little bit wobbly, you can always bring your gaze down. And now let's untwist back to center, finding our lizard's pose once again, by bringing the foot to the very edge of the mat and opening that knee out. And gently sway your body side to side, back and forth. Find what feels good for you. And from here, we're going to heel toe that front foot to the opposite side of the mat, if possible keeping that leg at 90 degrees. And remember, you can stay right here or come down onto the elbows in our half pigeon pose. This practice is an effective way to counter the tightness we get in our whole body from spending too many hours sitting down. Let go of resistance and any suffering you may have, and begin to cultivate inner peace. Find acceptance and embrace the present moment. When we resist or reject the present moment, we create unnecessary turmoil and discontent within ourselves. Great job, everybody. Let's come back up and swing that back leg forward into a seated forward fold. So first, let's start by bending the knees and hugging those thighs. Shoulders relaxed. And then begin to walk your heels forward. You can stay right here and allow yourself to fully embrace what is happening right now. The idea here is to not round through the back, but to keep a straight spine by bringing the belly towards your thighs and looking in front of you. Or reach for the ankles or toes and begin to slowly extend one leg at a time, never forcing anything. And whatever sensations may arise, accepting them allows us to understand and process our emotions, even more so when we're healing ourselves. And now for our final stretch, let's flex and point the feet a few times, keeping a straight spine. And then just sliding our hands up and down the legs. Very good. Now coming into our final pose, Shavasana, lowering ourselves all the way on the mat, feet wider than the hips, arms along the side of our body. Close your eyes and take a moment to offer gratitude to yourself for embracing the sacred journey of healing with tenderness. Let's finish today's practice in Shavasana by taking a deep inhale. Exhale, bring the hands to your heart. I'm grateful that you have chosen this class as your guide on this transformative healing journey. Namaste. Lots of love. See you soon.
Sciatica intro rolling.
Hi everyone, welcome to your yoga flow.